for watching our presentation. My name is Chastity Cook, and my group and I will be presenting the business analysis for Rising Entertainment. The four areas of root concern that we would like to address are communication is key, company protocol, the generational gap, and the investment. I will begin by discussing that communication is key. Throughout the case, I noticed that there were communication errors between Sarah and Josh Lewis. The errors started to begin when Josh decided he wanted to present his idea in a business meeting, but Sarah overlooked him, which caused him to feel discouraged to do his work and also discouraged at his job. He loved what he wanted to do and he wanted to get to a higher place, but he didn't understand. He didn't understand how busy they were. He didn't understand the budget. So therefore, he just had a lot of ideas that he felt like he wanted to express. I truly believe that it would have been a great idea for Josh to address Sarah after the meeting and tell her how he felt like he was overlooked, and how he felt that his ideas were great ideas. I also believe that in this communication, throughout this communication problem, there was also a listening problem. I believe that Josh should have listened throughout the meetings to Sarah just to see where she was coming from before he decided, that his idea was great and that he decided to go over Sarah's head to talk to the CEO. And to speak next about the company protocol and the errors for the company protocol will be my partner, Bianca Street.
Good afternoon. The next aspect of our presentation will deal with company protocol. Employees should know at any multi-million-dollar company such as Rising Entertainment that it is not proper business etiquette to overstep your boundaries. There is a particular chain of commands in which employees should first consult with their direct supervisor, and then their supervisor consults with the CEO, if not, then another supervisor. There should never be where an entry-level associate, he feels that it is okay for him to go talk to the CEO. As far as the main people that are to blame as for the root cause of this problem, I would have to say the first one would be Josh Lewis. Josh Lewis is an entry-level associate who's fresh out of college. While he has the great initiative and the excitement for his work that Rising Entertainment should want, he needs to know that there is a place for entry-level associates and then there is a place for the supervisors. Josh should not have felt that it was appropriate for him to approach the CEO in the hallway at that to give his proposal idea. The next person or people that would be to blame would have to be his friends, Jessica and Asha. While they were just trying to be a good friend and help motivate theirs, they should have known that it wasn't right. They should have been a good friend and told Josh that you need to sit down, you need to talk with Sarah and find another way to solve this problem. Then on top of that, when Josh broke company protocol asking for information within another department, Jessica should not have opened her mouth and told him about what was going on in her department as far as who to talk to for this big item. The last person that would be to blame would be Sam Smithstone. Now, he is the CEO, but yet I feel that he is the number one person to blame in this scenario. That would have to be because Sam, he's the CEO. He should have made sure that his associates knew that this was not appropriate. You should not approach him in the hallway and say, hey, I have a great idea. I mean, if he condoned this type of behavior, next thing you know, every entry-level associate will be knocking on his door, meeting him at the water fountain or on his way to the restroom to try to give them their idea. So he should have made sure that he set something in stone that this couldn't have happened. The first thing I like to talk about is how they should review the work policy handbook. Now, each company, they should have a working policy book in which it details what to do and how to do it. So they should make sure they put something like this in their handbook, because this is a situation that honestly is more common than a lot of people may want to give credit for. The next thing would be the meetings. There should be a meeting between Sarah and the CEO first. The CEO should discuss the communication aspects that went wrong in this whole entire situation. And then also there should be a meeting between Sarah, Josh, and the CEO. At this meeting, they can talk about the communication between Sarah and Josh, and then also they can talk about the communication between the CEO and Josh, and then the CEO and Sarah. And they can get to the root cause and see what exactly caused this and who's to blame. The next thing would be discipline. They need to make sure that this type of action is not accepted. Maybe they should either maybe lose some vacation days or maybe have some extra workloads to do or something just to make sure that Josh understands that he shouldn't do this. And then the last thing will be working staff meetings. In a company, it's always a great idea to have a staff meeting. This staff meeting, the employees be getting paid for it, and then also they can just go over questions and have like an open forum. This way they can talk about what to do if you're in this situation, what could have been done differently, what shouldn't have been done, what should have been done. It'll be a great way for them to just talk openly with their supervisors and see what their supervisor policy is. Most supervisors in a corporation like this dealing with entry-level associates, they should have an open door policy. They should make it where their associates feel comfortable coming to talk with them. And then if Sarah had provoked this open door policy, maybe Josh would have felt more comfortable coming to talk to her later instead of approaching the CEO. So the next thing we'd like to talk about would have to be the generational gap. And I'm giving that over to Shanika so she can talk to you about that.